Hey everybody, Stephen Miller here, Circle Builders. Thanks for watching this video. You ever think about criticism? What is a man supposed to do with criticism? How does a man handle it? We know how a lot of men do. Is that the right way, or is there a better way? I understand, first of all, that there is a difference between criticism and feedback. I get it. Feedback involves humility, listening, considering what the other person has to say and what have you. But it's also been my experience that most of the time when we're talking about criticism, we're not talking about good or constructive feedback. We're talking about personal attacks from people that don't care for our opinions, don't agree with our perspectives, don't like our methods, take some issue with something about our life. How do you handle that? You know, years ago, I was sitting at a restaurant, Black Eyed Pea to be exact, right here in Houston, Texas, with my mentor. And at the time, there were some groups of people that I don't mean they stretched the truth or kind of, were unkind and unfavorable about something he had done. They were fabricating all out vicious lies, trying to hurt his influence and mess things up in his life. And I'll never forget sitting there at the restaurant, and he's got a real low, soft voice, and I was perplexed at two things. First of all, I was hot. They weren't even saying these things about me, but they were saying it about somebody who was dear to me and I cared a lot about. But I'm sitting there and we're talking about it, and I'm getting more fired up as we're talking about it. And I asked them, I said, how is this not bothering you? How are you not more worked up about this? And in his low, soft voice, he kind of chuckled and he went, son, that's like a puppy dog barking at a passing train. And it stuck with me and changed my life. Because that's really how a man has to handle criticism. How much sense does it make to slow down the train to fuss with the puppy dog? That puppy dog is going to bark itself out. He's going to reach the end of his property and turn around and go the other way, wait for the next train. So I wrote down a couple little things I hope will help you in talking about criticism. First of all, realize that that's what critics do. Mediocrity, I heard this phrase years ago, and it goes like this: mediocrity always attacks excellence. When you start making a decision to improve your life, you come to a resolve, you're going to do better, you're going to grow in this area, you're going to do something great. Then a lot of times the people who kind of grew up with you, they went to the same schools, grew up in the same neighborhood, had the same opportunities. Your resolve and your determination to elevate your life and go forward and break out of some limitations or, break through some kind of stereotype, just get past where you've been stuck. You know what it does? It puts them on the spot. Because then they have to answer the question, well, they went to the same school you did, grew up in the same neighborhood, had the same opportunities. Why are you excelling? Why are you growing and they're not? So that's oftentimes the root of real criticism. It's people that have settled into mediocrity in their life. And excellence is something they attack, especially when excellence shows up in somebody that's right there next to them. That's one thing to consider. Here's another thing. It's in our nature, our human, our fallen nature, I should say. We judge most harshly in other people the things we don't like about ourselves. And so that's a safe assumption concerning the motivation of others. when they come at you and they're wanting to tear you down with words, second guess your motives, distort what's going on in your life, and it really is just that. It's a vicious attack. Well, it may very well be that what they're doing is expressing something they don't like about themselves. Either way, you can't let their problem become your problem. That's a big point. That's a big principle right there, is don't let other people's problems become your problems. Here's another one. Get clear. Get clear on who you are and where you're going. Right? I mean, when we asked the question at the beginning, how much sense does it make to slow down the train, to fuss with the puppy dog? It makes no sense. I mean, the train's perspective is, look, I'm on track and I'm headed somewhere. I don't have time to slow down this momentum, bring this locomotive to a stop, to shoo the puppy away. No, but if you're not clear on who you are and where you're going, then it's kind of empty words for you to say that. So you have to know who you are. I'll have some other videos coming about that. You know what your significance is and so forth. Know who you are. Be clear on where it is that you're going, and realize that there is no journey in life. There is no honest effort. There's no resolve or personal determination that you can make to grow and improve your life that's not going to be met with a healthy double dose of criticism. Just expect it. It's going to come. That's what happens. Oftentimes, we react aggressively out of insecurity. What do I mean by that? Sometimes we're not sure if our own integrity and character will defend us. So we gotta put words to it, and we gotta open our mouth and defend ourselves with our mouth. I'm convinced that oftentimes it is your own integrity and character that will speak far louder and have far more weight than your words. So there's that. You gotta build, develop, grow your character. Live a life of integrity. Always aim to do the right thing. Here's another thing. You don't just endure it. I heard a phrase years ago, and it went like this: all challenge and criticism in life contain the seed for an equal or greater benefit. That's pretty heavy, because that means that if the criticism coming against me contains in it a seed for an equal or greater benefit, then it's most likely true that my opportunities to promote, my opportunities to grow are hidden in the criticism that comes my way. Here's another way to look at it. If you're one of those kinds of people that you do everything in your power to avoid criticism, shut it down before it gets started, run the other way, shy away from it, get mad, aggressive, get angry, and go after who's criticizing. If we do all those things, here's what we're ultimately doing. We're really running from our own destiny. Because if that criticism contains a seed for an equal or greater benefit, or it has something to contribute to the promotion in my life, then not in a real sadistic kind of way, but in a healthy kind of way, I have to be able to just look at criticism and go, bring it. What you mean to hurt me, what you mean to slow me down, what you mean to distract or stop me is only going to catapult me forward. So I'm not afraid of criticism. So, I mean, in a video a few minutes long, obviously we can't be completely comprehensive and exhaustive in all of this, but I hope that's a couple of points that will help you in this life journey. Hey, thanks for tuning into this video. You know all the normal stuff. I'm going to ask you, please like and subscribe to our channel. A lot of good content. Our life is primarily dedicated to, my assignment is to help grow and build men, complete men. So we're going to have loads of content that continues to come that is directed at conversations about being better men. So I hope you like it. Let us know, leave some comments, like it, share it, subscribe. Here's what's probably most important to me. Go to the website, circlebuilders.org. circlebuilders.org. But I'd love to have you be a part of our community. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.